everyone, I am Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor, and guess what today is? It's my birthday! I am so excited to be on this earth 47 years. And in this 47 years of life, I have learned so many things that I just wanted to take a moment to just share some of the things that I've learned along this journey. First of all, I'll let you know that, hey, it hasn't always been an easy road. I actually grew up in the inner cities of Newport News, Virginia, in a place that was labeled as the bottom. And growing up in the inner cities of Newport News, Virginia was really a rough kind of situation. It was difficult. My environment was not that which was the prettiest and most welcoming environment, but the people that were there, we were all supportive of each other. We believed in each other, and we hung out. We had a really close-knit group of friends and people that really supported each other. And no matter what, my mom always instilled in me that I could grow up to be anything that I wanted to be in life. And believe it or not, I believed my mom, raising me as a single parent and making me believe that no matter what my circumstances, my situations are, that did not dictate the outcome of my destiny. And so here I am today, 47 years old, and talking to you about my life's journey. Some of the things that I walked away with so far, and I'm sure I'll have so many more things to learn in the future. But one thing that I know is that I love the Lord, and I need the Lord with all of my heart. And as I've gone throughout my life, I wanted to take a moment to just thank my personal Savior and let him know that I love him and I adore him and I appreciate him, and I thank him for his guidance and his wisdom, because without my Lord watching over and protecting me, I would not be where I am today. And so that's one of the pearls of wisdom that I wanted to share with you, to let you know along this rough road that you have to have something that you believe in that's just higher than who you are as a person. And so for me, I am really happy that I can hang my hat on knowing that I have a Savior that I believe in with all of my heart, and that one day I will be able to reunite with my Lord and Savior in the future. Hey, the next thing that I've learned along this way that I really hope helps you is that I can't control anyone else. Nobody. There is no other person that you will be able to control on this earth. When it comes to your spouse or a family member, you're not going to be able to control anybody else. My great grandmother had the best saying ever. It actually should be an international quote. She said, "Listen, Kim, and listen, Ella May," she would say that to my mom, "you do not ever go through this life chasing a bus. Don't go through this life chasing a bus down the street." She said, because guess what, sweetheart? Another bus will come along soon. So you don't have to run and chase after nobody in life. Let that bus pass on by. She would say, she was 91 years old when she passed away, and her name is Vader Perkins. And she would say, let that bus go on by, baby, because guess what? Another bus will come along soon, the one that you need to get on and ride on down the road. So my tip to you is, let the buses that don't want to be caught right on down the road, and I promise you that another bus will come that's ready for you to get on and have a prosperous ride on down the road. The next thing that I have learned throughout my 47 years, the next thing that I've learned throughout my 47 years of life is that my family is everything. When I became a mother and a wife, I thought I am on top of the world. I couldn't believe that God would choose me to be able to bring other life into this world. And to be a chosen vessel to do that is something that words can't even describe how honored I really have been to be able to have that happen in my life. I am so grateful to be a mother. It's my greatest joy and honor and privilege to be able to have children come through my life and come into existence, and now I get the opportunity to shape and to mold them into who they're ultimately going to become in this life. Do you know how honored I am to be the mother of 5 children? I am so grateful that God chose me to birth 5 children, and even the one that I had a miscarriage with, that was my child as well. And I am just so grateful. I'm grateful. Words can't describe it. I'm also grateful to be a wife. I've been a wife for 23 years. Okay, go ahead. I'll take the compliment. I don't look that old. No, okay, maybe I do. Don't you put that in the comments section for any reason. I have been married for 23 years. One husband. I'm so grateful that God blessed me to be his wife. We've been in ministry as a pastor and pastor's wife for 17 years now, leading God's people. And hey, I would not trade my life in for anything. So being a mother and being a wife and just being able to lead God's people is something that's just a valuable learning lesson for me. Only because I believe that so many people really entrust their lives to you and their secrets and things that they depend on you heavily for. And I'm honored to be able to lead God's people. It's not a burden in any way, shape, or form for me to be able to help other people become all that I know God is destined for them to be. Hey, another thing that I've learned in this 47 years is that God is able to do all things but fail. But guess what? When you have a situation like I encountered, most of the videos that you see, you'll see my button. And it's a button that actually has my son, Gabriel Michael Jacobs. Gabriel is my 12-year-old son that passed away. He was named after 2 angels, Gabriel and Michael, and I had no idea that my 12-year-old son would suddenly collapse and pass away due to sudden cardiac death because of an unknown heart defect. I had no idea that on April 9th, it started off just like any other regular day, April 9th, 2015, and our family was just having a regular day. My sons and my husband, they went to play a game of basketball, and in the middle of the game, my son, Gabriel Michael Jacobs, collapsed in our backyard, and he passed away. And I am here to tell you that with all of the faith that I possess within me, with me being a mom that never let my children stay over anyone's house, and guarding and protecting and loving and nurturing and developing my children, to see my child pass away and I not be able to stop it from happening. There is nothing that I can say to you at the age of 47 that could help you understand the pain and the suffering that a mom experiences when she has to bury her child. I don't want to go too deep on this post because I want you to stay motivated, but I definitely want you to know that even in the midst of what I've experienced in my son passing away, what I do not ever forget is that God was able. He was able to stop it from happening if he chose to allow it not to happen. But for whatever the reason, we don't always know why things happen, and we don't always understand every piece to the puzzle of this thing called life. But we do know that God never makes mistakes, and that he is the author and the finisher of our faith. And if he says that he's going to prepare a place for us, that one day we too will be able to join him, guess what? I'm crazy enough to believe that I will reunite with my son, Gabriel Michael Jacobs, again in heaven. And I 100% believe that without any doubt in my mind. And even though he passed away that night, I know that God was able to change the outcome if he so desired to. But for whatever the reason, that's all totally beyond my understanding. I obviously don't fully get the reason why everything happens the way it does. It didn't happen. But I still never doubt God, and I never lose my faith in who my Lord and Savior is. And I can't wait to see my baby boy, Gabriel Michael Jacobs, again one day in heaven. And trust me, he wasn't a baby. He was 5'10" at 12 years old, a giant amongst men. He was literally 5'10", wearing a 13 grown man's shoe. And at his school, he was the anti-bullying mediator. People called him Guardian Gabe. So we actually started Gabe's Heart Foundation in his honor. And we do anti-bullying programs as well as random acts of kindness on behalf of Gabriel Michael Jacobs. We call it Doing It Gabe's Way. And we allow his heart to just keep beating. Just keep beating. We let Gabe's heart just keep beating in honor of those that still continue to carry on in this life and help others at the level that Gabriel did. He was a tremendous superhero when he walked on this earth. He was literally an angel walking on the earth for the 12 years that he was here. So that was a very valuable learning lesson for me. At the age of 47, that's a learning lesson for a mother, to know that you still have to carry on and to be able to be the mother of the children that are still living, because I have 4 children that still need me every single day. They need me to be their cheerleader, to let them know that they can make it and that they are superheroes and that they make a huge difference in this world. And all of my children are super phenomenal in their own right. So I have to be able to go on and be a great mom to my other children, a great wife to my husband. And that's something that's a difficult thing to do, but I'm writing a book about that, and you'll learn more in that book. Hey, let me let you know one last thing that I have learned, which I've learned many more things, but I'll close on this one. Seize the opportunities that God gives me. I am so passionate about seizing the day. I'm not going to let time just slip away while I just sit back and just relax. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to carpe diem. I'm going to seize the day, maximize the moment, prioritize to maximize the life that God gave me. I am going to take every opportunity that God gives me and make the very most of it. And I am just so excited that God has given me 47 years on this earth, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Let me just go ahead and put it out there with one of my dreams and goals are, and let me let you know what it is. I see myself as an international television talk show host on a show called Kim Jacobs, The Balance Doctor, and it would be airing daily on main stage, and I would have my regular guests, and I have a whole show platform outlined. Of course, I'm not going to reveal every detail on this show, because if I do that, then the show is already out there, and the show isn't out there yet. So let's go ahead and make this thing a reality by going ahead and subscribing to my YouTube channel right here. The more you subscribe, the closer I'll get to making that dream a reality, okay? Go ahead and subscribe to the Balance Doctor's YouTube channel, and also make sure you like me on all of the other social media platforms. I really hope that you have enjoyed learning some of the valuable learning lessons that I've learned in my 47 years of life. Take care of yourself and have a fantastic day. I'll talk with you soon.